Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hector Alejandro Maldonado Betancourt. I am a fifth year ME student here at Georgia Tech. I am from Trujillo Alto, Puerto Rico. I originally started off as a NRE major for about 2.5 years, but then I decided to switch career paths after being presented with job offers, and they did not really line up with what I wanted to do with my life and in terms of my career, as it would take me a little bit too far away from home, which is Puerto Rico, and my overall dream is to be able to eventually come back to Puerto Rico after working a few years in the US or abroad, be able to set up my own company, and most importantly, buy a boat. Because if I'm being honest with you guys, the entire reason why I really bust my butt here working and studying is to afford a boat and be able to fish every single weekend, go out on family trips, have a good time. I'm just obsessed with it, to be honest with you, since I was a little kid. I never really got the opportunity to enjoy it or experience it per se, but my overall goal is to be able to work hard and do well enough in the mechanical engineer sector where I can afford my dream boat and do whatever I want with it any day of the week, pretty much. But when it really comes down to why I picked this major, it really has to do with I just enjoyed working on mechanical things since I was a child, pretty much with like Lego, stuff like that. And also the advantages, for example, if you're out and about cars or in boats and something breaks, you kind of have the knowledge to fix it yourself. You save a lot of money doing so, and also I find it a little bit fun doing so, being able to do that. So that's like my biggest takeaway from being in this field of work, pretty much. Speaking of field of work, past job experiences, my entire family, from my dad's side of the family, pretty much, they all work in construction. They're all contractors or own big construction companies. So I spent most of my time working underneath them. So I went from handyman to the tool guy to then operating a crane to then welding on top of a roof of a unfinished gas station. So it had its ups and downs. I enjoyed it, but definitely wouldn't want to do that for the rest of my life. The sun is very hot down in Puerto Rico, and doing that every day is hard. So that's why we study. That's why we're here. Yeah, that's pretty much where my job experiences go. I worked at some restaurants, to make some money in the summers, but mainly it was just construction. Other than that, what I want to get out of deformable bodies, it would be again related with the dream that I have with boats, and it would be able to create that perfect hull for a sport fishing vessel, right? Because it has to be strong enough to be able to take the beating from a bad sea. At the same time, it has to be light enough so that you can push 40 plus knots in 5-foot swells, get out there to the fish during the tournament. But then at the same time, you need to have a good hull shape so that the waves aren't crashing on top of you all the time. And there's a lot of engineering that goes into it, and if deformable bodies can help me achieve that dream of eventually, after buying my own boat and all that, being able to build my own boat, then that would be the dream. But that's pretty much all I have to say about that. So thank you very much. This was my introduction to video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and have a great day.